This is a game of Ryan and Łukasz. Łukasz plays one, Ryan plays black. As far as I learned, they are both friends from work. Like Ryan is American. Łukasz also lives in the US. And Łukasz recommended to join Iglo to Ryan, so it's great. We have a new opponent, and as I said before, we will have this Joseki with blacks splitting move. Yeah, strong sequence by black. Now it is possible for LewZG to play like this and just give black the outside and take the bottom. It is all right. I think it is completely even according to AI. But it is also possible to try for something more. White could think about playing some annoying move. For example, here, if black answers, then tadam, we capture black stone, and it's terrible for black. Or if black plays here, then white plays here, 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 and it's also good for white. So it looks very promising, and a lot of players might think that, oh, we should attach. But I am not sure, because black's strongest answer is this move. It's unusual, maybe unexpected, because still there is a turn in the corner, but it cannot be played right now, right? So maybe the best move for white would be to go here, and now white's shape is not as amazing as before. So I think this is an option, but not necessarily the best move. Maybe we can also play like this. There are some possibilities in general. It's also possible to play this move, and it's actually a Joseki. I think that I saw a game in the Taiwanese, one of the Taiwanese top title matches, where black continued with this move. If now white plays here, black would play there, I believe. Like I hope that my memory is not wrong and it was not this move, because if black plays here, then white would Atari and block, I believe, and then white gets the outside. But in the game, the shape was like this: black played here, white played here, black played here, white played one exchange, and then played on the bottom side. In the future, when black created a group here, white played such moves to get extra stones for attacking black's group. In the game, though, we don't see this move. Black answers, and what does it mean for us? I think if black keeps answering, then at one point white will just say all right and probably play here, and maybe not the next move here, but I don't know, there, or maybe attach immediately. Here. Not sure of these variations. Anyway, white plays Hane. This might be also a Joseki. Might be better to press black down like this. If we go here, then maybe black will just push once and then get this move. Anyway, difficult to judge. And then white takes the corner. And this choice I don't really like. I don't understand it. I am a bit afraid to say that this is wrong, but to me it seems a little bit incoherent. I felt that white created this wall, and now white wants to somehow use it. But instead, white treats it differently. White thinks, I created a wall, but I don't treat it like a wall. I treat it like a group which managed to get stronger, so that now it's harder for black to attack. But I don't think this is the correct way of thinking. I think if we want to live in the corner, then it's better to not make the group fatter. Now we really don't need to care about these two stones. They are light. I mean, it would be gorgeous if they don't die with no purpose, like if black captures them on a big scale and the agi is gone. But if we can approach black a little bit and force black to capture them on a smaller scale, then it's normal. On the other hand, in the game, we made the group fatter, and now it will be already difficult to just abandon it. So white doesn't abandon it. Yes, this move is center, of course. And yeah, I think that white created a problem for himself. This is my take on this position. Then the next move of white. I am really not an expert on how to run to the center, but my feeling is rather with this move. I think that a pressure on black's group on this side is a bit bigger, and later maybe we don't need to play this move. Maybe we can play something more active, or maybe even play from the other side. I think that this place is more important, even though the other place is also important, and we cannot really abandon the group. So yeah, maybe play something like this or that to make the group two-dimensional. Sorry, to make the group two-dimensional. But if we go like this, I was a bit afraid that black plays a move around here. There are two stones, so I think that a two-space jump is viable. White might go here, and now, I don't know, maybe continue even from this side, or maybe we are afraid of a play from the other side, so black might go here. I think this thick shape makes sense, because we want to put pressure on the group, so maybe it's better than going like this, for example. And then just build. I think this is a nice idea. If white goes here, then the next move is super annoying. On the other hand, black plays this move, so that's a bit against my thoughts. Black doesn't make himself as thick as possible on the bottom and doesn't put pressure on white. White gets this move, which is quite good. And then white answers. I think that right now white is strong enough to think of a counterattack. Because black is not yet alive on the bottom, we can play here. If black goes here, we can already treat it as a good exchange. We can continue like this, play like that, whatever. We can also do other things. We can play this move. If black plays here again, we have some options. But in the game, white just goes here, so I think it will be possible for black to think of such a continuation, or to play away. Maybe also big, especially putting pressure on this group still is important. So maybe in fact white could go here. Maybe. Difficult to say. Difficult to judge which is weaker, which is stronger, which requires more attention than the other. On the right side, we can still aim at attacking black's group. Maybe this is a dream variation, but we can still aim at it. In the game, black goes into the corner, and I don't understand this choice of white. It's not a usual move, and usually it's played when we really we are not interested in building an influence towards the left side. So if we are interested in building the influence, then better to play like this. Then we get the influence. This move lets black get a strong shape, and this I am again not sure about if this is what we want to make black stronger on this side. I think that my first intuition is that still black's group is quite thin, and then we can even venture to say that attachment might be a mistake, and that maybe it is better to play Keima and then just create a strong shape, unless white is not nice to us and invades immediately. But if black goes like this, then quite obviously there is this variation with pushing through. If black splits, if black cuts, we go here. Black stones are not close enough to capture white. Now black loses the semi, if I am not stupid. Should be, right? Or at least a Seki. Seki is good for whom? Maybe for black. Of course, we can push once more. And now we won't play this move. This was the mistake. Now white will just play the descent and win the semi by 1 liberty. Yeah. So if black wants to capture white stones, then black needs this Hane, but this looks like too much because there is a cut and too many problems. So black cannot go for this because the stones are too far. Sometimes black can go for this. I remember how I got tricked this way against a strong Asian player on a Go Congress in, I don't know, Brussels maybe, maybe Pisa. Mm, So instead, black will probably go for the corner, and then white gets the influence. And is it a good Joseki choice or a bad Joseki choice? Well, this group is weak. On the other hand, with one move, it can get strong. And then maybe white still needs kind of to add a move, because if white doesn't, then black can pull out the stone. So I am not sure. Maybe it's not the best Joseki choice. But then still, I would rather go for this center variation and then Keima here than let black gets this nice empty triangle. A very fruitful empty triangle. Then the pressure is being put. Yes, of course. The pressure is being put. The territory is being enclosed. And Łukasz plays away. I am not sure if you are allowed to play away. Maybe rather play a horse head. It has quite a big value. Control about the center, left side, right side of black, all of this at once. If we don't play here, then I think black's next move might be somewhere around here. And I would be afraid. Or even this push, it might be annoying. I don't know if white can now play here and let black jump in. Annoying. Black plays away, so I don't know. I think I would do it. I would keep putting pressure on the group. White kicks and plays on the side. Yes, makes sense. Jump out. Not sure about this one. Maybe here. But also good, of course. Okay, horse's head. And now here. All right. Then it's the same. Yeah, then it's all fine. If black played here instead, then we would have played here, and we would also be satisfied. Now black pushes, yes, good move, and white answers, yes. If white doesn't answer, then the base gets destroyed, and white's group becomes very thin. On the other hand, if we do play here, then later we can cut with ABC, which has a big value. Okay, this move. I don't know. I don't know what is the best move here. It's not bad what white played. Maybe I would think of this, and if here, then here. If here, then just be satisfied. P17 immediately is suggested by Paweł. Yeah, like this we will lose the stone, and if we go down, unfortunately, black will be so bold to play to extend. Is it acceptable? Maybe yes, but not sure if the best. So maybe instead we would sacrifice, but this, just giving a Ponuki, I am not sure if it looks the best. I don't know. I think I would go for this one, but also I am not sure. This makes sense, but unfortunately it doesn't strengthen that shape. Oh, and I would continue. I think it's quite big, because let's say black plays here, and what if we play here? Annoying for black, isn't it? And later we can even aim at this move. Our groups gets very healthy if we get these moves, and of course, if black does answer, then it's good for white to play here. We can continue as we have a continuation from the continuation, or we can play away right now, but not now. I think it's too early. Black goes into the corner, but there is not much space in the corner after this move of white. Now black plays peep. I think this is a good move. It should be better than playing like this. Yes, but now black plays Kosumi, and usually we can see this shape. Black is alive. We see something similar in the game, but white pushes, but then white plays in the corner. I think usually black considers playing away now, and just giving white the corner. I am not sure if this is the best on this board, but I think it might be a good option. So that's why often instead of playing these moves, white just blocks the side. But I think it might have been more interesting for black to play like this, even though now white can take the corner. Black gets a very nice shape on the outside, and if white goes here, then the corner is just bigger. It's just nicer to live this way. So I think push. Why not push? Yeah, I don't know why not. I don't see any reason to avoid this push. I mean, black obviously in the game really wanted to be in the corner, so maybe that's why it didn't push but played the Kusumi and then in the corner. And now, and not understandable move, it would be better, of course, to play here and destroy the eye because we have the possibility. And for the life of black's group, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, now white starts putting pressure on black. Makes sense. LewZG starts his attack. Yeah, but this move, yeah, no, why this? Why this? Why not here? Why not here? If black plays here, then okay, I think white can be really satisfied with this. There are so many cutting points in black's shape. Maybe B is not so much useful, but A and C are. If black goes like, I don't know, like this, then of course it's good for white. If black goes like this, and this, and this, then it's good for white, isn't it? I think it's good for white. Black is so thin now. But if we play like in the game, then then later black has this move at A, so black can make a base with one move, and if we play here, then black gets center. So it's much worse than playing this clamp. Like now black can also take center, but just the position is so much better for white. White plays here, not understandable for me. Block, because the next Hane is so painful. It is almost center. If black lets white do this, can black really play away and let white clamp and play here? Well, maybe black can, but it's painful. And probably if black does, then with the move at 6, because if not with the move at 6, then the group can get into trouble. The whole group, well, maybe with this, sorry, with the clamp. Clamp is the best. And yeah, so I think this is such an important spot. White plays here, and this move lacks power. Now black can play here, white goes here, and then this move will not be very useful. Now it's much easier for black to play away because this move will be kind of wasted. Black, wait, where did white play? This one, and black starts an attack, and white starts an attack. Very interesting. So here white finds such a cool way of connecting. And black runs, yes. Shape move. Yeah. This move is big. I don't know. Maybe it's bigger because black will not play here. And black will not even play here. Black will at most play here, but then we can still get this move. So I think that this is like we are playing there and no one asked us to do it, right? So better to wait for permission. Oh no, I am not sure, but I think that I am not sure if everything was heard or maybe it was not heard. I think it was heard, but just with a bad quality. Okay. Now it should be heard with good quality. So we will see in the when I post the videos if I am hearable or not. Okay. It was okay. Yes, it was okay for you who came. Thank you for coming. But let's see if it was okay in OBS. So this move I don't like. This move of white I don't like. But all right, white manages to block and black still doesn't have a base. And in fact, it's not possible to make two eyes. Maybe it would have been better to play like this because now two eyes are possible to create. But black aims at weaknesses in white's shape as well. Yeah, all right, exchange. And how is the game in general? How is the game? Black has 12, 13, 14, 24, 43, 48, maybe 50. Black has 50. White has, well, maybe we can count 30 with all the stuff. Maybe we can be so optimistic, but probably it's too optimistic. But let's count 35 plus 5 plus coming. Well, maybe white has not enough points. Maybe not enough points. If not enough points, then we need to be more aggressive. Maybe play here and try to kill. Dream variation, of course. Dream variation. And also black has this possibility, so not possible, unfortunately. Okay, the game should be a bit better for black. White plays a normal move, and then suddenly black cuts white. Yeah, that came as a surprise. Here white is afraid of this cut already, so white tries to strengthen somehow, actively strengthen the group, but still the cut comes, and still it's difficult. White manages to live, nicely reducing black's corner. So maybe it's better for white now. But black gets sent and black starts an attack. And it was possible for white to live here. White just needs this move. It's not as difficult Tsumego if black plays Tsumego. If black plays here, then white can just go here. If black plays, I don't know, here, then white can simply, well, maybe even answer once and then it shouldn't be that this group dies, but maybe we need to be a bit careful and yeah, think also about the outside agi. But in general, yeah, the group should live, but white just played a little bit inaccurate, and then the group died. Very unfortunate finish of this game. So yeah, this is the end. And how would it be if white lived? This is really the key move, because it is not only about this point but also about this potential eye. So this is why this move creates two eyes. Then I don't know. Then maybe when we count again, it should be more even. Black gets something on the outside. Maybe black can aim at capturing these two stones. But yeah, black now certainly needs to be careful in the endgame. Okay. So I think that's it about this game, unless there are any questions.
Traditionally, I have a question
Good. What is the
about
question?
the Joseki in the lower right. After taking playing Atari as four. No, the simple variation,
Yes.
earlier. When we played the Atari, and then you showed that you play Atari again, but I don't like this Atari. Can we just take the stone at S3?
I
Yeah,
think we
like this?
can. I am not sure which is better.
Because in the Josekis I found also the second Atari, but I don't I really don't like it because it doesn't make any sense for me.
Yeah, it might seem that it strengthens black on the outside, and now our stones have less chances to run. Like this, our stones have more chances to run, but we get less points. This is just fact. And also, in the future, we have such a move. If black plays here, then anyway we managed to get this one, and if black plays here, then we got even more points. And maybe we can have also some other annoying moves, like a peep. Or maybe we can have this move. I am not sure of this one, but it might be a bit risky for black. If black plays not carefully enough, then it might be a problem. I mean, it is a stupid variation which I showed, but it might be. Or just play here. So the purpose is that we don't want to run with the two stones. We want to sacrifice them and still get more points in the corner. That's why. That's a difference of a few points. And on the outside, it's difficult to say which is better. Because on the outside, yeah, on the outside, like this, black might get more, but on the other hand, black is thinner. And here, in the other variation, black will get less, but black is stronger. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it shouldn't be a big difference. Good to check with the bot. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so I think we can move to the next game. Thank you for the questions, always.